Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Despite an uneven start to his career, Jets quarterback Justin Fields believes he's on the cusp of a breakout season. He thinks it's the right team, the right time, and the right scheme. I think I can be great. That's been the goal of my whole life, my whole career. I think the sky's the limit for this team, for this offense, but we have a long way to go. Our offense and defense are new, so guys are really tuned in, locked in, trying to get everything down. But I think once we do, I think the sky's the limit. I mean, we have all the guys we need. We have all the talent, so it's really just going to come down to discipline and execution.
And listen, everybody has all the talent. It always comes down to discipline and execution, but it also comes down to the coaches. You know, it's nothing but a chess match. I always say this all the time when it comes to playing the game of football. Understanding your strengths and understanding your players' weaknesses, putting your players in the right places to make the plays, understanding who they're playing against, understanding what their weaknesses are, and putting them in the best position to make plays against said individual players that also get paid millions of dollars. That's what it all comes down to. Having an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator that doesn't have an ego. An ego. Well, this is my system, and I want you to run my system my way, despite whether you can do what I like called will or not. That's what it all. There's so many different variables that come into it. Justin Fields is supposed to feel that way. He's supposed to feel like this is the great system, a great scheme, great whatever it is. But everybody looks good in shorts and shirts. We all do. Now it's a different game when we talk about the Jets. We know what happened when the goddamn lights come on Sunday at 1 o'clock. There's always been a different story. Now, for Justin, for his sake, this is the make or break a year for him. You know, you have a phenomenal season this year. You get you a nice big payday, boy, which you are deserving of. You know, now you're getting a fair shot. You're getting another fair shot. You know, obviously Chicago didn't go so well. Now you have a fresh start. Most of the time, sometimes quarterbacks aren't given a second chance. Like you being a four. Now you got to make the most of it. Get that ball to number 5. I'll tell you that. Get that ball to number 5. You're gonna be all right.
He definitely. I agree with you, Ocho. I think this is a year that he's gonna have to. You know, Chicago. He's like, look, man, what he had, offensive coordinator didn't do much. They didn't put him in the right situation. They didn't protect him well enough. X, Y, and Z. Goes to Pittsburgh. I thought he played well. I was surprised when Mike Tomlin made the move and inserted Russ after Russ had missed the games with a calf injury. But, hey, it is what it is. Thought he had some nice talent around him. Pickens, he had some guys that can make plays around him. Freiermuth, they ran the ball okay with Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. But now, new coach, what seems to be a competent offensive coordinator, decent offensive line and weapons around him. They've tried to remove the hedge, which is the excuse that you would have if things don't go well.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for the young man. Third team Ocho in 3 years.
Situation matters.
Now, you can't go to 5-10 situation and say, well, that situation wasn't right for me. That situation wasn't right for me. That situation wasn't right for me, Ocho. At some point in time, you got to accept a responsibility.
Hey, you got to look in that mirror, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson said you got to start with the man in the mirror.
Yeah. But listen,
I do believe AG hired a great group of guys, offensive coordinator, quarterback coach, surrounded him with the talent. Now it's just time for him to let his God-given ability go out there and take over. Don't overthink it. Prepare, be prepped, be ready to go. Know what you're supposed to go. Know where you're supposed to go with the ball. Go with it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to use your legs. You know, sometimes people are like, well, I'm gonna show I can throw the ball. Okay. What makes these guys dangerous is their legs. Nobody's not fearing their arms.
No.
I don't want you to run. I don't want you to escape because I know what type of speed you got. I know you can hit your head on the goalpost.
Mm-hmm.
So he's played well. Last 12 starts, he has an 8-4 record, Ocho, 17 passing and rushing touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. Like I said, we talked about it last year. I was surprised that they made the change because I thought he played well. Could have won the game in in Indy. They lost that game. Fields will make his debut with the Jets September 7th against the Steelers, the team that traded for him last year, then benched him in favor of Russell Wilson after a 4-2 start. Fields offered no insight into the matchup. Oh, that's who we played week 1? Really, it really wasn't a thought. Any extra motivation? No?
Nah, just play ball. Just play ball. No motivation needed. Hey, the motivation should already be there, regardless. I don't care what happened in the past. I don't care what happened in the past, boy.
Look, they wanted him back, but he's like, nah, after the way y'all did me, had I been playing back, had I been 0-6, had I been 2-4, I could understand you going in a different direction. But I was 2 games over 500, and I don't think maybe, I'm trying to think, what was that game that Russ and them came back and they won? I would have to look back. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't think the Steelers won any games that they probably wouldn't have won if Russ wasn't in there.
Yeah, but you also have to understand, Mike Tomlin gave his word to Russ. So he had to stick by his word, because I think everyone, including Russell Wilson, would have been looking at Tomlin funny after already voicing who was going to be the starter publicly to everybody. So whenever Russ was healthy,
things change, situations change, Ocho.
You can't go back on that. Can't go back on that.
Ocho.
As coach, everybody gonna be looking at him funny.
That's all right. Look at me funny. I mean, look, look at Ocho. I like sweets, but if the doctor told me I got diabetes, I can't be eating no sweets, right? He said, Shannon, you got high blood pressure. I can't be eating no pork. I got to change things. You go 6-0, you 5-1, you 4-2, Ocho. Like, hey, Russ, I understand. I know what I said, but if that's the case, when they lost 4 games at the end of the season, why did they go back to Justin Fields then? Because you did him like that.
Hey, all the man has is his word, huh?
Man, that don't work. That's not working in coaching. You know, you go with the hot man.
Whoa. Oh, okay. That's
because this is what I look at.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The hand stayed hot now for what? 3-4 games in a row now. The hand stayed hot.
Justin Fields was 4-2, Ocho.
You didn't hear what I just said.
Yeah.
Even when he made the change, the hand still stayed hot.
Yes.
3 or 4 games in a row.
Right.
And then, towards the
But you
end,
shouldn't have changed because my hand was hot. You tried to pour water on me to cool my hand off.
Yeah.
I got cool standing on the sideline.
Hey, listen, all I know is Mike Tomlin had to stay and kept promise to his word that he said before the season started, Russ was our starter. So whenever he was healthy, he would get back in the lineup as said starter, like I said before the season started. That's all.
That's one thing I can honestly say I liked about Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan said, "Look here, you might be the starter,
right?
But if that guy comes in and he's playing better than you, then when you were starting, he's the starter."
Hey, who's the quarterback that was in Denver, right? Had the big old beard. I'm talking about the beard was huge, sticking up out the helmet, like Fitzpatrick. It wasn't Fitzpatrick, but he could.
Oh, Kyle Orton.
It was Kyle Orton.
Mm-hmm.
He could sling that ball, man. Had the big old lumberjack beard.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was throwing the
Brandon Lloyd.
Brandon Lloyd. Yeah,
that's who had some hands. People talk about everybody else. They be mentioning got hands. People don't realize how good a hands that joker had.
Man, B. Lloyd was catching all acrobatic catches, boy.
Go back. I mean, before the technology and the tactified gloves, he was doing that there was no tack.
Yeah, it was. It sure wasn't.
Go back and look at Brandon Lloyd when he was with the Broncos and with the 49ers.
49ers, yeah.
He was B. Lloyd was nice with it.